In this example we're taking a look at now is a trig function we got to evaluate that's not in the unit circle though. 195, if you look through the unit circle, it's not there. You can keep looking. 195 would be somewhere between here, or no, that's 180 between there. It's not there, but we could split this up. If we could split this up into two angles we do know in the unit circle, then we could use that sum and difference identity. So for here, I'm looking at this 5, so I'm picturing, I gotta subtract maybe a 5, something with a 5 from it, either 45, 135, 225, one of those, and there could be multiple ones that you could use. So I'm thinking 45, well, 195 minus 45, that would be 150. Think about that. 195 could be 150 plus 45, right? So those two angles we know are on the unit circle. Here's 45, here's 150, so we can go ahead and use those. So I'm going to say that this is going to be tangent of 150 plus 45. Now what is tangent? Well, tangent's the same thing as sine over cosine, so we can think of this as sine of 150 plus 45 over cosine of 150 plus 45. And so now we got to use both of our identities. So sine of 150 plus 45 is going to be sine of 150 times cosine of 45 plus cosine of 150 times sine of 45. And that's just using those sum and difference identities from the previous lesson. Over cosine is going to be cosine of 150 times cosine of 45 minus sine of 150 times sine of 45. So from there we just look at the unit circle to come up with our values. So sine of 150, well, that's just going to be 1/2. Cosine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2 plus cosine of 150 is going to be square root of 3, negative square root of 3 over 2 times sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. And then on the bottom, cosine of 150, that's going to be negative square root of 3 over 2. And then cosine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. Minus sine of 150 is 1/2 times sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. We're just going to multiply, simplify all this. Well, square root of 2 over 4 minus, because we have that negative there, negative times a positive, it's negative. Square root of 6 over 4 over negative square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 2 over 4. So simplifying this, we can combine those numerator fractions to have square root of 2 minus square root of 6 over 4. Let me add a little bit of space here. And then on the bottom, we'll have negative square root of 6 minus square root of 2 over 4. And so then we're going to flip and multiply. The 4's will cancel out. Square root of 2 minus square root of 6 over 4 times 4 over negative square root of 6 minus square root of 2. Clean up that 4, it looks kind of bad. So I just flipped this bottom fraction right there. I flipped that one, and I'm multiplying by that. The 4's will cancel out. And our final answer will be square root of 2 minus square root of 6 over negative square root of 6 minus the square root of 2.